Welcome back to another GT Homes exclusive. One question that our investors often ask is, how have rental rates in the GTA changed over time? Great question. For real estate investors and landlords, it's important to look at how rental rates have changed over the years. This will help you prepare for how rates may change in the future and affect the value of your investment. It's also helpful to know how other factors can impact property values and in turn impact rental rates. Over the course of 10 years, there has been steady growth in the GTA real estate market, which is also reflected in the increase in rental rates. In 2013, the average rental rate for all unit types, from studios to 3 bedrooms or more, was almost $1,900 a month. A decade later, it was nearly $3,000 a month. That is an increase of over $1,000 a month in 10 years. Even the pandemic did not lower prices for very long. In 2019, the average rent for all unit types was around $2,500, which went down by roughly $300 during the height of lockdowns in 2020. But by the following year, we were already back to pre-pandemic numbers, and they're still tracking upwards today. This shows us that real estate investors can look forward to strong and steady growth in the future. A history of low vacancy rates in the GTA also points to high demand for rental housing. Vacancy rate refers to the percentage of empty units that are available to rent. A healthy market will have a vacancy rate of 5% or lower. Since 2013, all regions in the GTA have had vacancy rates below 3%, with most hovering below 2%. And during the pandemic peak, vacancy rates in Halton, Peel, Toronto, York, and Durham regions all dropped below 1%. This indicates that many renters are eager to live in the GTA, making it easier for investors to rent out condo units here. Why is demand for rental units so high in the GTA? The main reasons are increasing immigration and a lack of housing supply. Canada relies heavily on immigration to grow its economy. Right now, immigrants account for nearly a quarter of the country's population, and based on future projections, they will grow to a third by 2041. Sizable immigration targets will see almost 1.5 million people coming to make Canada their home in the next 3 years. Moreover, many immigrants choose to live in urban areas where there are more job opportunities. The GTA in particular receives roughly 35% of Canada's immigration. With so many newcomers arriving, there's a pressing need for housing to accommodate them all, which is why the rental market remains vital. The hard truth is, there is, and will continue to be, a lack of affordable housing in the GTA. Many factors contribute to this issue, including a shortage of materials, laborers, and demand. Even though the Ontario government has set targets to build 1.5 million homes by 2031, housing construction still needs to catch up. In fact, construction starts for new homes are projected to fall short by 30% for the next few years. These factors contribute to a lack of housing supply that will exist for many years in the province. On top of the need for more homes in Ontario, there is also a great need for affordable housing. Based on the latest census, about 1/3 of the province are renters. Within the GTA in particular, there's a need to add 312,000 rental units in the next several years. However, we're also projected to have a deficit of 177,000 rental units in the next decade. So it is clear that there's a pressing need to create more affordable homes to house the growing population. What does this all mean for real estate investors? This is great news because low supply and high demand mean that homes in Ontario and the GTA will continue to increase in value. We can see how rental rates and property values have increased while vacancy rates have shrunk and the population has grown. These conditions provide ample opportunity for condo buyers to rent out units in a hot market. And investors can take pride in helping fill in a much-needed demand for affordable housing through the secondary market, as many Canadians rely on renting until they can purchase their own homes. At GTA Homes, we help clients find the best real estate investments to grow their savings. There's no better time than today to invest in pre-construction condos and take advantage of an in-demand rental market. Thank you for watching another GTA Homes exclusive. Remember to subscribe and to visit us at gtahomes.com.